What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about Star Wars. Well, we have news referring The Mandalorian, which we really like, and something really weird called the High Republic. So let's address that. We're going to start off with the High Republic so we can end on a positive note. So what is the High Republic? Well, it will be a series of books that will take place 200 years prior to the Phantom Menace. So this is brand new stories and with all brand new characters. And this is supposed to be the golden age of the Jedi. And but of course, Yoda is there because this is 200 years prior to the Phantom Menace. Yoda's 900 years. And in the clip, we can see Yoda. So they had to put a little bit of George in there, so it brings the fans into, it sparks fan interest. But my problem with this whole High Republic concept and ideas is not that there are brand new characters, and it's not the fact that it's taking place 200 years. It's the fact that I don't see anyone that really loves Star Wars inside this story group. Pablo Hidalgo, for instance, the guy that was making fun of Star Wars theory, and not only that, made fun of so many fans online, is involved in this story group over here. That is already a red flag for me, because we're dying for new Star Wars stories, and a story that takes place in the golden age of the Jedi, even before the Phantom Menace, would be amazing to see. If we had someone such as Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, who both understand fandom, who both understand the lore of Star Wars and respect George Lucas, if they were involved, I think this would be really exciting news. But right now, the trailer also raises some red flags. Like, one of the things that we hear in the trailer is that the Jedi here wants to control the Force itself.
Of all Jedi. For control of the Force itself.
And if you know anything about Star Wars, well, only the Sith deals in absolute, right? So why is the Jedi trying to control the Force? And then we have Yoda there. So they're going to try to butcher Yoda as well after what they did to Luke and after what they did to Leia and Han. It's not enough. Now they have to butcher Yoda as well. So this is the kind of stuff that makes me a little bit worried and not too excited for this project. And if you see this trailer, it looks so different than Mandalorian. Of course, they have a massive amount of years to separate them, but at the same time, one really feels like Star Wars. This one feels more like pandering, which is the problem with the whole sequels. They wanted to pander to the whole the world that we live nowadays, right? Because we need to be diverse, as if Star Wars was never diverse. I just don't understand that, and I think that you can indeed even put some social messages in there, as long as it is organic, as long as it is part of the story. If you want to write strong female characters, that is an amazing thing. As long as you know how to write them, don't write them as all powerful beings that no one will ever connect. If you want people to connect to your character, you need to give that character flaws. You need to give that character a journey, because most of the time, guys, we connect to human stories, not really to gender. But this one over here really feels like sequel trilogy material. It does not feel like something that the fans will get behind, but I might be wrong. Like I said, this didn't even come out yet. I'm only judging by the trailer. And the design of the characters do not look very unique. They look very much like today. And I believe that they want to do that because they want to reflect today's society in Star Wars. And I believe that's also a problem because Star Wars is a far, far away galaxy. This is a different universe. This is fantasy. It's something completely different. So I don't know. Let me know what your guys' reaction to the High Republic, because I don't have hopes for this, and it just really feels like Star Wars inside Lucasfilm. You really have that group that really needs the pandering because that's all they want to do, and you really have the people working in The Mandalorian, which are the people that love Star Wars, the people that really care for the lore, the people that respect George Lucas storytelling. So this kind of things raises red flag, even though we're so happy with Star Wars right now. But this is just a book, you know. I don't know if it's going to be successful enough. If it will be successful, they might turn into a series. Who knows? So now Mandalorian, right? We have some news here, reading from Bounty into Comics, that Robert Downey Jr. might be coming to the Mandalorian to potentially play a villain. Now, this is exciting news because Robert Downey Jr. is not only a great actor, but he has a great relationship with Jon Favreau. Obviously, if you go all the way back to the Marvel and Iron Man, great stuff there. You know, Tony Stark was amazing. So who can he be playing? I'm assuming it's Thrawn, but let's have a look at this article. The initial rumor about Downing being in discussion with Iron Man director Favreau, Lucasfilm, to play the role of Mandalorian came from scooper Daniel Richman, as reported by We Got It Covered. So We Got It Covered is the one that broke the story. Richman allegedly claims that Downing Jr. and Favreau are in discussions to work on a new project together, and the project more likely is The Mandalorian. That would be sweet. Even more sweet if that they're bringing him to play Thrawn. How amazing would that be? Following Richmond's scoop, another rumor, this one from WDW Pro at Pirates and Princess, claims the discussions with Downey Jr. are indeed for a Star Wars project set during the Mandalorian timeline. I mean, it could be Thrawn, but at the same time, when you get an actor like Robert, you know, I don't know if you would want to go through that whole makeup process. Sometimes actors could be picky when it comes to that. Sometimes we don't know. We don't really know how Robert is in real life when it comes to this role, but I think it would be amazing if he were to play Thrawn, you know. I would love to see that. So WDW Pro believes that discussions are for significant recurring role and not of a cameo nature. In fact, he claims they may involve a long-term contract. Wow. As to what the character Downey might be playing, WDW Pro revealed they are still chasing leads, but did indicate that the potential role may be very different than the Iron Man Tony Stark role that he played for so long. Okay, wow. He even details that might even involve a serious change in appearance. Thrawn. As for who that character might be, they did speculate it could be someone like Grand Admiral Thrawn. They wrote it would not shock us if Robert takes the role like Admiral Thrawn or some other major piece. That it is, guys. That's the news regarding the Mandalorian. And even though I think the fans really are on board with the Mandalorian after what they pull off at the very end there, and not only that, if they really continue to move forward into erasing what they did to the sequels, it would just be gold. So I hope that this is true. But that's it, guys. That's the news for this video today. Drop your comments down below. Let me know, what do you think of Robert Downey Jr. potentially playing Thrawn and also the High Republic? I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you